Hey, we're back and it's the year 2020. We're actually in our brand new offices we have just launched and I'm so excited. It's gonna be a big year in real estate. With that said, on this episode, we wanna talk to buyers. There's so much going on in the real estate market and it's exciting. If you plan on buying a house in the year 2020, you need to watch this video. We're talking about the 3 things you need to be doing right now in order to be ready to buy a house. Coming up. Welcome, I am your host, Steve Penate, realtor and host of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show, where we bring you value, content, and tips in all things real estate and housing related. So I'm excited. We're actually filming here in our brand new office. Right behind me is the podcast studio. We are building out and so on. We have office space. We have agents working. It's so much fun what's happening here in our real estate offices. With that said, I'm so excited. It's an exciting year. I started off 2020 so pumped, so excited. 2019 was a great year. On this episode, one of the things I wanted to talk about is this. We want to start the year off right. And so many people end the previous year with a big goal in mind of home ownership. If home ownership is your dream this year, you gotta be doing these 3 things right now in order to be ready to get the house you want. Let's get into it right now. Number 1 is you have to sit down with your real estate agent. Now, it's never too early to begin that process. You could be thinking about buying a house in October of this year. And when should you begin to meet with your real estate agent? I'd say right now, in January, at the start of the year. Here's why. Too many people play the guessing game and end up doing so many things they really don't have to be doing, and or you are doing things that really aren't leading you down the path towards home ownership. So sitting down with the real estate agent and having them walk you through the whole process, what it looks like, what the home buying process look like, all these things. Too many people go to the internet and the internet has a million responses, and so many people ask the wrong people the right questions and get the wrong answers. So with that said, I want to make this clear. Look at this. Make sure you are working with the real estate agent that is willing to invest the time into you by sitting down with you and explaining to you and walking you through the whole buying process. Remember, you're not buying another coffee machine at Walmart or Target here. You're making the largest purchase of your entire life, so it's very important you truly understand the whole process. Sit down with a real estate agent you trust and is willing to invest their time into you. Number 2, you need to sit down with your lender, your mortgage banker, your loan officer. You need to sit down with the person that is gonna help you out with your home loan. Now, oftentimes, your real estate agents can refer you to someone they trust that can help you out with that. But sitting down with your loan officer and or getting in contact with your lender via email and so on, phone conversations, is a very important step you need to take. Now, once again, so many people like to guess about their finances. And once again, people go to the internet and they, search things about getting a home loan, but nothing is better than actually getting clarity from the lender you'll probably be using. So therefore, if you don't know a lender or a loan officer or mortgage banker, then talk to your trusted real estate agent and have them refer you to the person that will help you out with that. Now, it's never too early to meet with your lender. Your lender is going to help you out with your credit score. Your lender is going to help you out with your finances and give you the guide that will take you to the place of home ownership. Do not play the guessing game when it comes to your finances and what you have to do in order to get into the house you want. Sit with a trusted lender. They know what they're doing. Most likely, you're not the first family they've helped out, And trust them, they should be leading you towards the path of home ownership. And finally, number 3. Now, after you've met with your real estate agents, you've met with your lender, then you have to stick to the plan. At the start of every year, I get so many DMs on Facebook, on Instagram. Everyone is so excited about dreaming about the opportunity of buying a house. And they reach out to me and I sit down with everybody. I literally sit down with countless families and I make sure they understand the buying process. I connect them with a trusted lender. And the lender says, hey, you have to do A, B, and C, and you should be good to qualify for the home loan. And we give them the plan, the map, the route towards home ownership. And so often, so many people don't stick to the plan, and another year goes by, and they didn't get the house they wanted. It gets hard. I understand it does. For so many families, some have to work even harder to get the house, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. Nothing compares to the day when you get your keys in your hand and you're celebrating the fact that you've achieved the dream of home ownership. Stick to the plan no matter what, and make 2020 the year you become a home owner. Well, that wraps up episode 109, I think it is, of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show. Hey, I say that because we have so much content on our YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, subscribe on this channel right down here, right on YouTube. We are bringing you so much content, value, and tips in regards to the real estate journey. Whether you're buying, selling, and or investing, we're bringing you the best in all things real estate. With that said, we'll see you next time.